hear me well? So for this week we have 2 classes, which is for today and for tomorrow. And the class would be remain for the next week. But as Mr. Said informed me that on the next week we have like some holidays based on Hari Raya, based on Ramadan. This would be start from 8 to 19, right? So the last class we will going to replace on the 25th of August. Yeah, it's 8, sorry. If you are agree with me, if we would replace the last class for the 25th of August after the holiday. I would try to complete our classes till the holidays, these 8 holidays, but I couldn't because we have remained the last class for the next week. That's why I have made the double class in a week for the last week and for this week. So we have remained the 3 topics at the moment. If you see your class structure that I have sent you in the Word file, we have at the moment we have left 3 topics, which is the reward, motivation, and the last one is just a moment, the employee relations. So the employee relations will be held on the 25th of August after the 8 holidays. But it's very important thing that to complete all your the topics before the 8th. Why? Because you have a submission date of your final project on the 1st of September, right? And the last 3 topics that we are going to study, they are being included in this final project because they are directly related to the questions like a motivation and like a reward, the rewards. That's why we need to make them and complete by this week, that we would have enough time to complete your group assignments. So that's the point is here. Yeah, I hope you're fine. So let's start the class. So we have today the new topic based on the reward. So that's the rewards, and we have another one is the motivation. We'll try to complete by today. We'll see how we could it. And these 2 topics is the main topics which is based on your final project, based on your group assignments, which is the Kellogg's case study, right? So that's very important to have all your attention on today's class. So we are going to introduce 2 rewards and to see and to study about the few different the reward systems as well, that will include some total reward program. And we have some kind of rewards that we call will be the types of rewards that we have, like salaries, incentives, pensions, and benefits. This is the main the rewards that we provide to employees. So the first one, when we talk about the rewards, you know what's the rewards? We have different rewards, like financial one, which is provided by the company, on non-financial. The main aims of rewards is their strategies, what they are seeking for. So the reward strategies seek for help to help them achieve their organizational objectives and priorities. So this is as well the main the aims or goals of HR department, to help the company and to employees as well to reach the organization objectives and its priorities, right? So the reward strategy that we have in the company must be fitted with the organizational objectives. We have once is very in the recent time is popular the strategy which calls total reward, that you might be heard in your companies. That kind of strategy which calls total reward. That this strategy includes some kind of tangible rewards, or which sometimes we call it the financial rewards, which concern with the pay and benefits, which can be paid in the terms of money or like a cash. And we have some including the intangible rewards. They are concerned with learning and development process and the work experience itself. So this is based on the employees of learning and development programs. So intangible rewards, or we call it non-financial rewards, they include like, let's say that we have talked at the last classes about the learning and training courses, like on-job, off-job, mentoring or coaching, as well with the work experience itself. As well, non-financial rewards includes such kinds of rewards like, let's say, the insurances, providing the transportation to employers, and another kind of benefits. Let's see, we have some details explanation of those rewards. So figure 1 shows you the model of total reward strategy, how it looks like. So here we have some pay, benefit in learning, development, and work environment rewards. So the upper 2 quadrants, which is the pay and benefits, they represent some kind of transactional reward. They are actually the financial in nature. That means we pay in terms of money, and they are very essential to recruit and retain the employees. But the disadvantage of those rewards, like pay and benefits, that they can be very easily copied by the competitors. So your competitor can offer the same kind of pay and benefits. So let's see what it includes. The pay rewards includes the base payment, like a salary, the annual bonuses that we can get like based on the appraisal system, let's say, there's some long-term incentives, the shares as well, and profit sharing, which means the right to buy the shares of your company. And the benefits, they include like a pensions, holidays, which means sometimes the companies offer some additional days of holidays, some perks, which means some additional payment for your work, and flexibility. Flexibility means based on your working time. Some companies offer such as opportunities if your, let's say, your main duties can be let's say, to get through the different time of standard. So this is the main of benefits under transactional or tangible rewards. And by the contrast, we can see some remunerational rewards, or we can call it non-financial ones. They produced by the lower 2 quadrants, which you can see, and they are very essential to increase the value of the upper one, which is the pay and benefits. And let's see, we have the lower quadrants is the work environment and the learning and development. This kind of rewards, they are very, let's say, they're hard to copy by the competitors because of they made individually by the each of company. So under learning and development, we include like a training, like all training courses based on your position or your duties. On the job learning, like coaching or mentoring, some performance management, like when the company includes such as kind of courses, leadership skills, and so on. Career management, like offering you some opportunity for new, let's say for career, to get the career led. To get, if actually this is when company produce you or offer you or give you the opportunity to reach your career aims that you have. And some succession plan. This is the plan, we call it succession plan, like a plan which would be includes all the learning and development process with the employers and the employer being involved. This is under all learning and development programs. And some kind of, we have a work environment. And this is also the rewards which is important to employees. Let's see, like organization culture. What kind of corporate culture you have in the company? That's very important, yeah? If you have a very friendly, honesty, and open the culture, all your colleagues like this, that's the best place to be worked, right? Like a leadership. We talk about about our managers and supervisors. If we are really satisfied with their management, that also gives us some kind of rewards and satisfaction to be working in that kind of company. Communication between the employees and the top managers and executives. Involvement. When an employee being involved in the company, the overall objectives. Work-life balance is very important, right? When the company offer you and make actually your life easily to be worked. Like sometimes we can be included like a maternity leaves or paternity leaves as well. And some kind of non-financial recognition, like giving you some certificates for your, or something like we call diploma, or something kind of all the documents which would recognize your performance. So this is the two the lower quadrants. They're very important for the organizations, and they are hard to copy by the competitors because they are made individually, right? Each company's corporate culture would be differ from another, right? And the very important thing that the HR science, they say that the real power of this total reward strategy, it comes when the organizations combine two kind of relational and transactional rewards. All these rewards, when the company combine like benefits, payment, the learning development, work environment, always been included in your program to satisfy the employees, to motivate them, and to retain in the company. Okay, that's all about the total reward systems. And I have shown you some the framework of total reward system, or strategy we call it, which can be applied in the organizations. But each organization can make its own additional or individual corrections based on this reward strategy. And let's see what kind of the main or core objectives of reward strategies. From the employer side, from the company side, is attracting the employees. So that means the more attractive and interesting package of the reward, means that the reward system, the more application will be received from the potential employees, right? the more people will be sent their CVs and their resumes and so on. So, and the organization would have some choice to choose the best, the people among their potential employees. So this is in the attracting, first in the recruiting level. The reward packages are very important. That's, for example, in the simple example that can be explained when you are going to get a new job, you come into the interviews, and of course, after you being interviewed, you asking the question about what kind of reward package company can offer you, about what kind of salary, bonuses, or incentives. Let's say about the pension schemes, or maybe the company would produce you free insurance, free car, or let's say free calling from mobiles and so on. This is always the rewards which will be included in the reward package, and it's very attractive. Will be very attractive if company includes all the rewards that they have. And another objective from the employer side, from the company side, is the retaining staff. It's very important. The first one, when we recruiting the staff, recruiting the new employees, and then when we retain, making them loyal for the company. So here is the cost which is related to the recruiting and developing people. There as well the growing significance of the organization knows. So this is all the costs when we do during the recruiting or attracting the employees. We have to get them, let's say they must be profited when we retain our employees. They create some value. So it means we have to, with a very interesting and attractive package of rewards, the best would be the tools to retain the employees. Sometimes we can offer some additional rewards for those employees which work the long time in the company, right? Another one kind of the objective is driving change. You remember we have taught this topic based on the change and leadership. When the company face different factors which lead to changes in the company, so the rewards will be as a tool to make the changes. Like a pay can be used specifically as one of a range of tools underpinning the change management process. That with the rewards, like let's say maybe some additional benefits we can offer the employees to push them to make the changes in their duties, or to accept actually those changes that happens in the company. Next one objective is motivating staff. This is of course the rewards, they are directly linked to the motivation and how to motivate people. And aside from helping to ensure that effective performance are recruited and retained, in very general and important terms, it's make necessary that the reward package they are given serves to motivate positive. That means this statement means that we must be sure that our reward package is being motivated our employees, and employees being satisfied with the company's rewards. If, like, let's say it's being demotivated like a payment or some kind of benefits, that there is a reason to be change the reward package in its nature, or maybe is which is including all the tools that we offer. So the motivation will be very closely linked to the rewards and what we offer to employees and how they are actually being satisfied with their rewards. Corporate reputation as well is important because of the Let's say today we can use the reward package as the competitive strategy of the company. That means when we offer very interesting, attractive uh, payments and benefits for the employees, that make our company and give a good sound that the company is the best company, as well as can offer the best for the employees, and is concerned about the learning and development. And of course, in this kind of situation, we can attract the best talented, the professionals and employees, some unique kind of people, right? So this is as well directly linked to the corporate reputation and the rewards and its motivations. Next one, we have affordability. The organization objectives have to be prioritized, and this is made about how limited resources are best to be deployed so as to maximize the positive impact on reward management in various organization performance. That means the affordability. How the organization must offer such kind of reward package, whereas the employees can understand and can accept these rewards and the benefits, and which will be very useful in their life, right? This is very important. And the company must know about the resource that they have and what it can actually, what company can offer to the employees, to be aware of those resources and costs and what and the benefit that it will be received to having the loyal and satisfied employees. So we have talked about the objectives that the reward strategy or reward package brings from the employer side. What about the employee side? Think yourself, what kind of objective will be as you are an employee of the company about the reward package to get the interesting and attractive package, right? Where the payment would be satisfied, where you can receive a good pension schemes, and where you can get additional bonus based on profits, right? Or where you can get the right to buy the shares of the company. That's what else? That where you can get learning and development programs based on the training, coaching, mentoring, and the rest of courses, right? This is, of course, this is all would be important and will be the main objective of an employee to get the interesting and some attractive package of rewards. Let's see let's see in details what the benefits would be included in the reward package. First of all, it calls the salaries. This is the basic payment, right? So the most important, the component, the part of reward package. Let's say mostly for all employees, is their monthly or weekly salary. So the salary becomes the basic payment, let's say the basic rewards for the employees. And based on the salaries, we have the different range of level of salaries. Like Massey, he suggests the following, the typical 7-way division of jobs. Let's start from the top to bottom. The first one, of course, is executives. They will get the higher salary. Then comes with the top management. After that, with the professional people. Then technical, administrative, the skilled manual, and the manual. This is just I was giving you what kind of the level of jobs we have in the organization. This is like maybe some standard design, whereas the salary will be differ based on the levels, right? And I have some statistical information for you. Here is in figure 2. You can see some typical salary groups that have in UK. of course, we can get this kind of information based on Afghanistan salary groups. If you would find that would be good for you, you would be in knowledge of what kind of salary groups you have. Let's see, the first group call is like a clerical and some administrative staff. So this is the yearly basic salary. Like group first, like clerical administrative staff, they will get 10,000 to 15,000 of a year, approximately. You can see this is all given in approximately, and based on UK. That we can find based on any country such kind of salary groups. Yeah, we have a salary scale right now. This is a salary scale, and these statistics, let me see, it was given, just a moment, which year? That would be, might be old data. Based on 2008. So this is information based on 2008. Today it's all it might be changed or increase or decrease. Maybe it remains at the same level. And the salaries reverse, you have such as the option of the first of let's say the variation of salaries, which call is the national minimum wage. This is the basic rate. This is the rate of the national minimum wage, is not linked to the form, but is set by the Secretary of State of Trade and Industry after consultation with the body of experts and some representatives from industry known as the Low Pay Commission. This kind of the national minimum wage we have in each country, and it's differ, right? So, and of course, it is changeable based on the yearly changeable, would be increased or decreased. Mostly it's been increased. And if you know what kind, how much you have the minimum wage in your country, that this is the minimum wage that all people of those countries must get based on their jobs. So in each country it's been different. So I think you should know how much the nation minimum wage in your country. From this side, all the companies and organizations, this is the minimum level that they can offer as a salary for the employees, right? So besides of the salary, as the main basic payments on the reverse, we have incentives. So we have a payment which is payment given by the results schemes. So this kind of the most widely used incentive schemes, which have been those which reward employees according to the number of items they produce or units. For example, if we talk about the production company, if you would produce more than you have in the plan, so you will get the additional incentives, additional payment for additional products that you have. Or that if it would be made, for example, by today, if you're working in service company, some companies pay additional incentives if you work additional hours in a day. That would be counted, and at the end of the month you will get the additional payments. But this is being applied not in all the companies. Sometimes you have to be stay at work and work additional hours won't be, let's say, paid by the organization. But actually, by let's say by all the organizations and its regulations, it must be paid. The additional payment for additional working hours, or if it's production, for producing the additional units or items or products. Or we have another kind of options for incentives, is like individual time saving. So this is standard time is derived for work sequence, and the employer receives an additional payment for the time saved in completing number of such operations. For example, let's say you have such kind of duties where you should complete them during your day working time, like 9 to 6. If you can complete all your duties earlier, so that you can save your time, right? If you can continue till noon, let's say, in such an organization, you will be free after that time, so you can save your working time. But this kind of incentives is very seldom being offered by the companies. Have you seen anywhere that you can go early from your job, that earlier than you have to work, like till 6 or 8? Of course, as we can see, very seldom, right? But this can be applied, let's say, for the service and clerical the workers. Let's say you have some or cleaning, like cleaning service. If they will come, they have like the responsibility to clean the office during the 5 hours. If they can do it between the 3 hours to complete quickly, let's say, and before the completion date, of course they can be free after they complete all the duties. So this depends on in which service, in what kind of organization we can use such as kind of incentives. Another kind of incentives, like a measured day work. The employees are paid a fixed sum as long as they maintain a predetermined and agreed level of working. This is measured day work that we have mostly in all the organizations, such as let's say you have given work time, daily work time 9 to 6, from 9 morning to 6 evening, and you have some fixed salaries. And as long as you are satisfied with your payments and with your duties, and the company agrees with your performance, so that the payment will be fixed. This is we call measured day work. The fixed salary that we can get for the fixed time of working and for the fixed duties we have. And here we have some kind of very interesting incentives. We call it group and plan-wide incentives. The variation on the group incentive is the plan-wide bonus scheme, under which all employees in a plan or other organization share in the pool bonus that is linked to the level of output, valued by the employees collectively or some similar formula. This is, for example, when you will get the additional bonuses based on team working, let's say. For example, we can make some example based on your group assignment. Let's say you have 5 people in your groups, and each group member have its response to answer for the questions or for the part of questions. That depends on how you would manage it. And as a lecturer, when I will review all your group assignment, I will evaluate and assess by 1 mark, and all the members will get the same marks. And here is very important things, like disadvantages of this kind of incentives. We have no connection between the individual efforts, the group member efforts, and the individual efforts. Let's say sometimes when we have a few people in our group, one can be very actively working, one is not, like very passively, or not like replying for its duty that it has in the group. So this is a disadvantage would be. So we cannot evaluate and assess the individual efforts or group members his efforts and give him individual marks. So this is the base incentive, which is based on the group or team working. But advantages of this kind of reverse is we can improve the group performance, promote the development of team working. Of course, the team working will be developed. We can reduce the level of management control, as we can identify a leader in the group which can manage and control its group, and the top manager can just get the results and then assist them. So commission, we have commission, which is as well the option of incentives. This is when the employees are paid getting the commission based on the sales. That's mostly we use in such kind of rewards in the organizations. When the organizations offer you some kind, let's say this fixed salary, and additional the commissions based on the sales. It can be in the percentage, and of course it will be differ from one position to another one. So we can see in the practice very widespread this kind of incentives, right? Another kind of incentives is the performance-related pay. This kind of payments which is based on the appraisal system that we use at the recent times. They involve the award of pay rise or bonus payment to individual employees following a formal assessment of their performance. So we pay additional incentives, the benefits for employees based on the appraisal system, based on the evaluation of the performance of each employee. Normally, this payment would be made at the end of the year, and it's made yearly. And we have two types of these performance-related payments. First is the merit-based systems, and the second one is the goal-based systems. We talk right now about the appraisal system and the option of appraisal system we have in the organizations. So you might see something familiar for you that you work under this kind of appraisal system. So the merit-based system simply involves the immediate supervisor undertaking an appraisal of each subordinate, which means the employee's work performance during the previous year. So the proportion of future remuneration is linked to the score derived from the supervisor assessment. So merit-based system is mainly the made payment based on the supervisor evaluation. When the supervisor evaluate and assist its employees based on their performance, which will be the past performance, because this kind of payment is made at the end of the year. This is a commonly used appraisal system in the organization. Next one is the goal-based systems. Here is the supervisor and an employee. The starting of the year, they meet some kind of goals that for example, where the employee needs to reach. And from the start of the year, the appraisal period will be start, and the supervisor and its employee will agree about the objectives that an employee should reach. And at the end of the year, of course, the supervisor can control and monitor and review how much, how actually, how many, and in which way employee reach the objectives. Just compare the planning with the fraction with the present results. This is a goal-based system based on the goals actually. So at the first, let's say from the starting of the year, you will agree some objectives, or supervisor can give you different few projects, and at the end of the year, we can monitor and review how did you complete all your projects or your goals. So this is a goal-based system incentives. So what the attractions of this kind of systems, which is performance-related payments? What is the advantages of those systems? Let's see. So attracting and retaining good performance. That's right, because they are based on the performance. So we're recruiting and retain a very good employees with a good performance, right? So we're improving the individuals and corporate performance as well. Because why we improve the individuals and corporate performance? Corporate, which means all the employees' goals will be met with organization goals. That's why we're improving the corporate performance. We're clarifying the job roles and duties. We're improving the communication between the employees and the supervisors. We're improving the motivation, right? Of course, when let's say when you have already the goals which you need to reach, so you know what kind of bonus you will receive at the end of the period if you will reach all your goals. So that will motivate you. You know what you will get, right? So reinforcing the management control. Identifying the development objectives, reinforcing the individual employment relationship at the expense of the collective. So we are like developing the relationship between the employees, between the staff and its supervisor and top management. And as well, the rewarding individuals without need to promote them. So we reward the individuals for such of for those perform that they will get. And we can, of course, this is like, let's say, at the starting of the year, you already arrange and manage all the employees' expectation that they will have at the end of the year. You know, you will get, you know what you will get from the employee side. From the employer side, that is as well, you will give all the responsibilities and duties for an employee, and that's you at the end of the year you should get only the positive results from that objectives, right? So here is we have a very clear situations between the management controls and then employees' performance. Skill-based payment. So we have, before we have looked at the performance-based payment based on the performance. And another option we have like skills-based payments. So they are actually seeks to reward the employees for the skills or for the competencies which they acquire. So skill-based payment, they encourage multi-skilling and flexibility, enabling the organization to respond more effectively and speedily to the needs of customers. And examples, mostly the skill-based payments receive some technical stuff because they are more skilled or they have some very hard acquiring the skills. So if you are multi-skilled, let's say you work in the company, you do a few projects with which you need to have a few different, which is not met the skills. So here is you can get some additional bonuses. Profit sharing, another very interesting incentive, and which can be attractive in very succession business organizations. These links paid to the profits increase the employee's commitment, which means when we link the employee with the company's shares, we increase the employee's loyalty to the organizations, to the company, right? Profit sharing schemes, they act as an incentive which encourages the employees to work harder with a greater flexibility to pursuit of higher levels of take-home payments. So the profit sharing, this system we have in the organization, when the company offers some kind of opportunity for the employees to buy the shares of the company, to be a part of the company, to be as, let's say, as an investor of the company. You might have such kind of opportunity in your company. If your company offer or give ability to buy the shares of the company, that's also good incentives for the employees, because you can get additional interest from the shares, as well for the company, that it can make the employee loyalty and commitment for the organization, right? And based on the profit sharing, we have two kind of schemes, like cash-based schemes and the share-based schemes. So here is the cash-based schemes, simply to pay the employees of cash bonus, calculated as a proportion of annual profits. So here is just on when you buy the shares based on some percentage of interest, and you will get all these payments in the cash, right? This is simply, that is mostly used in the companies. And another kind of is a share-based schemes, which involves the employees being awarded shares rather than the cash. So, based on these share-based schemes, you will get additional shares of the company, not the cash. So you will get the additional shares. To get the additional shares, that means you'll be an investor of the company and have more rights in the company. So the purpose is to increase the commitment by the giving employees a significant financial stake in the future of the business they work for, and at the same time helping to align the employees' interests with those of shareholders. So of course, when we give the employee additional shares and award them for additional shares, the employees, they work hardly, they become an efficient performance, right? Because it's already your company, because you have those shares of your company. So it's already your company. So of course you act more actively, you act more hardly, and you become very loyalty and close to your company. And you won't be changed your company for another one. You won't be resigned and so on. So this is share-based schemes. But this kind of schemes, based on my practice, I see very seldom in the organizations. Most of organizations use the cash-based schemes, when you can buy the company shares based on the percentage of interest, right? And another kind of benefits, rewards, we call it the pensions and benefits. The pension schemes, which is very important, rewards as well in the packages. Today they are becomes very important than the wages or salaries. And with the good, attractive pension schemes, we can keep and retain the good employees, good performance. And this kind of type of compensation has grown steadily at the recent time. Is growing this kind of tools of reward. And this, the pensions and the fringe benefits we call, is not intended to have some direct motivational effect for the employees, but they are actually very tax efficient rewards. And these benefits include, let's say, what kind of fringe benefits we have in the company, like a pension schemes we have talked, as well like a company card. That company provides some transportation, medical care, like insurances, like some personal loans, some subsidized meals, like let's say free meals, let's say some mortgage facilities, club membership, some kind of discounts on different purchases in the shops or malls. This is the fringe benefits. They also can be very important in the package if they are very interesting, they have a high value. So that's all based on the reward strategy and the reward systems that we have in the organizations. Any questions so far? Let me see. So we have talked about the reward systems, and the rewards, they are actually the basic tools of motivation. That's why I'm talking about the motivation, because you have this topic, these all topics is based on the Kellogg's case study. Or let's say the Kellogg's case study based on these rewards and the motivation topics. So at the moment we have time or not. Just let me know when the iftar time will be start. How long we have till the iftar starts? That we can continue with the new topic. So we have left only 10 minutes. Okay, we have 10 minutes. So motivation topic will be held on the next week, or sorry, on the next class, which is tomorrow. And as I remember, based on the previous assignment, that few students wants to wish to have a speech and to present the assignments. We can do it between these 10 minutes. Anyone wants to present the assignment, the previous assignment? You remember, based on the activity 13.3, where you should write a essay regarding the questions. Regarding the questions, what kind of anyone who wants to present the previous assignment? Because I have got all of your homework assignments and the wishes to present them. And as I remember, Mr. Nassar wants to present his assignment. Mr. Nassar, as I remember, you have written me to you have you got some requests to present your assignment. Let me see if I have in emails, as I remember, or in chats. So at the previous class, I had a few students who wished to present the assignment. Today, no one. Okay, Mr. Asrar wants to present his assignment. Let me unmute your microphone.
Do you hear me, ma'am?
Yes, I hear you.
Yes, thank you, ma'am, for giving me the chance to elaborate about my experience. First of all, I would like to thank my class fellows that they have given me the opportunity to present my presentation. As our ma'am as an assignment, it was basically a case study regarding the knowledge sharing. It was like how we share knowledge among us in our organization in order to achieve a particular goal. So my experience, my experience that was it was a month ago that I have delivered a presentation regarding the monitoring and evaluation system of an organization, that how should one build a successful monitoring evaluation system in order to achieve in order to achieve our long-term goal. And so for that, I have presented my presentation, and we have all different we have all the subordinates and central region representative of our organization. And we have discussed our material. While I have made my materials, I have collected from my superiors, as well as my other colleagues have helped me to gain those knowledge. And Mr. Asif Walizada has always also provided me with his knowledge regarding my presentation. So my presentation was about the baseline survey, logical framework, questionnaires, questionnaires. Those were the basic topics that I presented about regarding my presentation. And are you hearing me, ma'am?
Yes, I hear you.
Okay, sir. Okay, ma'am. So my presentation was about the baseline survey, that how when we start to we do a research. First of all, we have to evaluate our current position or baseline. So for that, we have to study the strategy. I told my colleagues that they were in the meeting, that we have to study our long-term objective, our strategy, our project, and then we have to develop questionnaires. And then after the questionnaire, we have to collect the data. After collecting the data, we have to generate a report. After generation and report, so we take out the positives and negatives of our project. And at the end of the project, we also have to do a survey in order to compare our from the beginning and the effect changes that we have gained during the implementation of the project. So that was basically my experience that I have presented to my colleagues, that they have came from the central region of our organization, and I have presented them with the material as well. And at the end, they have also had some questions, and that I have successfully answered those questions. And during the presentation, they had also had questions that I have answered those questions. So that was my experience from presenting my that I gained, and I have also wrote down that my experience with you, madam. And sorry that today I don't have full energy because it's fast and I'm a little bit shrinking, so that's why I was not able to present a little bit fluently. I hope that our friends and my class fellows understand my problem. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Nasai. Thank you for your speech. So let me know if we have enough time to present one of students. If not, we can complete the class right now. So I think extra time will be started soon, right? So at the moment we can complete today's session. So tomorrow we have a new topic based on motivation. We will talk about the motivation. What is motivation? We'll identify the motivation, and we will have discussion based on the motivation theory that we use and apply in the organizations. And then we will be having one more topic, which is employee relations. And that would be held on 25th of August. But I wish to complete before 8. But I'm not sure if we can complete tomorrow 2 topics. Yeah, that's...
Madam, may I add something?
Yes.
As you said at the beginning of the class, next week we have Eid, and we may be off for 3 or 4 days, and we may cancel your classes. And it's okay that we can finish the classes after Eid, because we still have much time left at the till the September, and our classes are going to finish. This semester is going to finish at the end of September. So we have much time left, and we will be able to finalize our final project, the due date you have set to us. It's no big deal that we should not. It's not urgent that we should not finish. We should finish on the 25th of August. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Nasa. So actually, the last topic, which is based on the employee relation, won't be won't be related to your group assignment. But I want to complete this semester as soon as possible, because to give you a free time to complete your group assignment, which is the final project based on HRM. And it takes a lot of time. The research, the literary review takes a lot of time, as I know it. Okay, so it's fine. We'll see tomorrow what we can do, okay? So if we won't be able to complete the 2 topics, then we will leave that topic on 25th of August. Okay, have a good time. So we'll see you tomorrow, and goodbye.